The whole idea, and I'm speaking from a woman's perspective, okay, this whole pre-wedding photo shoot, I mean, yes, I wouldn't want all the attention, but it's a necessary move, because all these side chicks must know that he mine now, so back off. That is why
that's not gonna stop them.
Do you think pre-wedding photo shoot is going to stop side chick?
Why?
No,
because now the thing is, so next, you see, it's not about stopping the side chick. So that next time somebody sees this man and another woman, which is not me, in a very awkward position, thanks to social media, the picture is there, and they'll know that but that's not his wife.
They won't see.
They just give them.
They won't see how.
2 weeks off.
You expect
himself out.
You expect them to see you in an awkward position all the time.
Do you know that there's
really?
Do you know that there's a situation where men have married 2 women? I know a lady who was supposed to get married in Accra. The guy came, did the engagement in the morning on Saturday, and went to Takrady and married another woman on the same Saturday.
See.
Wow. Yes, in Ghana here. So that's why the pre-wedding photo shoots are important, because your family will see that. Let me get and then that's it.
It has never stopped men or women from cheating. It has never stopped men or women from seeing other people. If that's what you think,
to a large extent, it has. I don't think it does. Let's be honest.
Let me tell you what it rather does. It rather lets everybody know that, oh man, that's a responsible gentleman. That's a nice looking gentleman. Look at your pictures. Oh, that's a very romantic man. I like that. I like a man who can carry his woman on a photo shoot. Yes. That's what it tells the other ladies. Find another way of getting the men to stop seeing other people.
Please tell us.
Not pre-wedding photo shoot.
How can we find
it? The only option is pre-wedding photo shoot.
I beg, please tell us how. They can't take a picture. Please tell us what we can do to warn these things.
I think it is just morals and living right and being honest with each other and all. No, these photos and things. Look, there are people who are doing worse things in the back of social media.
Yeah.
What you see, and that's
someone who said that on the wedding day, there's some 2 side chicks or 3 side chicks.
All the chicks that
who are waiting
to
get their phone call for that booty call.
I even hear that some women are even attracted to men who are married. True. Because they feel that that's a responsible man.
I think that is again, you can't. You said some women,
right? Of course,
because it's a preference.
He's very responsible.
He's responsible. But there's so many responsible, nice young men like Lex is out there. Single.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And there are responsible women like Joselyn who are refusing to see this. Ignoring the fact.
Lex, why? I don't understand why you're single.
I just can't think far.
Now, the registry. Let's talk about the registry. People are registering, and I know. I mean, back in the States and in the UK, people have open a registry and say, okay, to buy gifts for us, go to this website, and these are the kind of things, and it's supposed to help you start your home. Now, people say they want money.
Just give me the money.
Why?
I mean, but it makes sense, because if back in the day, even before the registry came, you would have I've been to a wedding that somebody has like about 10 sets of cooking utensils from people, because they felt that, okay, they're going to start a home, so let's buy cooking utensils.
That's why you need a registry. So when you go to a registry, if it's already been bought, you come. Do you have a registry?
No.
But I don't.
It's just going to be plain money.
I don't bring it. So that's why people would want money. You get it. But even if you have a registry, what shows that this is the kind you want, or this is the you understand what I mean? Even if you wanted
did you just say you want just money?
Yes.
Why? Can't you afford to start your own home?
What are you gonna buy me? Cooking utensils, a fridge,
why
do you have to say gift? It's a gift. I want to give you what I want to give you. I want to give you this wine glass for to start your home. And you're telling me I don't care. This is my gift to you.
To me.
So that is why
then you can now sell it and make the money.
No, then don't bring it.
But I want to give you a gift. I don't want to give you money.
It's gonna take. Look, there are people who married, and they have a room full of useless
gifts.
Don't say that.
No,
In
no,
quotes.
no,
In
no,
quotes.
no.
No, in
Yeah, I
quotes.
disagree.
In quotes.
Look, regardless of whether you could use it or not,
It's
somebody
not useless.
thought about
Yes.
it and brought it
I
to
brought
you.
it to you.
I don't even think that there should even be an emphasis on
gifts.
Give me a gift or give me money. No.
yeah.
I think that if somebody wants to get whatever it is you want to bring me an elephant, whatever. That is you. That is what you brought to
elephant
me.
is
A bit much.
where's the elephant going to start?
Well, I've got a big backyard.
No, but honestly,
know?
that's. I think that for me, and again, it's the pressure. You know, you're telling
Yeah.
me that I'm coming to your wedding and
So
I should bring
Bring
you
you money.
Instead, I'm not saying everyone bring money. Instead of going to the shop to buy a present or anything, don't
But
bother.
I want to go to the shop.
You
So-
see, you
I am
you
making
people are
life easier for
diluting.
you.
I don't want you to make. so
No,
if I
why
give you
not?
20 cities in an envelope, you have.
That's fine. That's what's coming from you.
Dude,
From your
you're,
heart.
you're going to
maybe
install
the
a
gift-
person.
Ah,
You're going to install a
no,
person
don't-
after your
I don't
wedding.
even want
After your wedding, you go and sit down, open the envelope, 20 cities. What
That's
be
just
what be
me,
the
no.
median
That's-
chicken in Ama 20 Ghana cedis. That's what you're going to say. You know, I listen. I'm very passionate about this particular topic.
Yes.
I don't think that people, if you can't get married, if you don't have the money to get married, don't get married.
Yes.
I don't like the idea that people make
Are
it look
pressured
like
into, yeah.
the wedding is a collection platform.
True.
Yes.
So by the end of the wedding, they need to realize profit or
Profits.
income.
Yeah,
Do you
but
understand
see,
what I
they
mean?
think that because they are spending so
Exactly.
much
Spending
to
so
entertain,
much now.
yes. to
If it's
create,
money you
to
don't
have a deba.
spend it. If you don't, if it's money you don't have, don't spend it. Spend what you have. Because I expect that if I want to entertain people, I've entertained them, I've gone broke, I'm happy.
Whoa.
Let's start life.
Eh.
But no. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you use all the money you have to do all of that. But not finish and then expect and be taking stock of how much money you've made out of it. Then that looks like it's a business, a venture. If somebody wants to bring you a gift, look,
Charlie,
somebody might go and buy you a wall hanging that you would see all the time and you want.
Valencia,
You have news.
Here's a classic one. There's a scenario where somebody wrote a check to a newly married couple and the check bounced. They called the person and said, Charlie, can you have another check?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, you're saying wow, but that's exactly where a conversation
If
like
you tell
that
them to bring
leads.
cash,
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen
You know
to
what I'm saying?
But you see, like
They're
I'm
gonna write
saying-
checks
By the
and
way,
it'll bounce.
So the cash is okay. So cash or money transfer. Do you have a mobile money number?
You put mobile money in her bag.
I don't do mobile money. You see, the thing
You let Momo MTN come and set up. And
I am not-
the
I am not- I am
the
not-
MC will announce that please
We
if
have
you
mobile
want to
money
bring gift,
here.
there's
so
mobile money.
There's
There's an
POS,
ATM,
there's
there's
POS device.
a mobile
here.
ATM.
I mean, why not? Just have ATM in there. So
Exactly.
You should
You
have
can
a
use the
mobile ATM.
POS.
That's
Yeah,
too much.
you know.
That's too much. You see, like you rightly said, you don't start that project, the wedding, with the idea of making or realizing profit.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
I tell you
Cut
something.
your coat according to your size.
Well,
if you have just 10,000
Instagram,
CDs,
society.
Let
not allowing us to do
me
that.
tell you,
Why?
there was a trend that was there some time back. I don't know whether it still is, but they had people, you go to the wedding and they have balloons. And they'll tell you that come and bust the balloon for, let's say, 10 CDs.
wow.
So they let the guests, if you have 10 CDs, you come and burst the balloon, you know. And I tell you, I did a wedding. I emceed a wedding of a friend. So this friend calls me up. I mean, Lexus, Charlie, I need you to MC my wedding. But I'm like, oh, cool, no problem. I mean, I'll do it for a friend. So I get to the venue, and they had the balloon thing in the arc with lots of balloons on it, and it's right in front of the high table where the couple is supposed to sit. So the couple sits down, and the cousin of the groom comes to tell me that Lexus said, hey, so before we start, they have to bust all the balloons, and everybody has to pay 10 cedis to bust one. I say, hey?
What have I got to myself?
I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, yeah, the balloons. If you want to bust it, you come, you take a pin, then you put 10 CDs, then you bust one.
Wow.
And I'm talking about, this is a gazillion balloons like that. And I'm like, huh?
It's gonna be
And
long.
this is going to be a long, I told him, look, why do we have to do that? And then a brother of the guy comes, yeah, we have to do it, you know.
Wow.
And I'm in a fix. I'm like, okay, I've got to do it.
Yeah, because what
Look.
you signed up for.
So I told them that, yeah, before the couple is unveiled, we have to bust the balloons and all. And you could see that people were agitated, and it was ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
So at a point, I just took the penis. I'm like, how much is it again? I'll pay.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
It was ridiculous. I mean, but
No, I mean, you sound quite scarred.
no, I am.
Do you want a hug? Because so now
I've emceed a lot of weddings, and I'll say that was my lowest moment.
Yeah.
Not because it was a bad day, but that act I thought was very unnecessary.
Yeah, it was a bit low. It was very low. Now, so then I haven't even come to you yet because we're talking about DJ Money. He's getting married. So your ideal wedding, let me guess, would probably be in the courthouse. Maybe let's go. Oh no, you're fine.
No.
Let's go inside.
No.
I feel like you've seen these things would either scar you or.
I've emceed so many weddings, you know, and interacted with so many couples, and I actually even did a TV show about weddings. So I really fairly understand the space I'm getting into if I want to get married.
What is your ideal wedding?
My ideal wedding is one that my pocket can take.
What can your pocket take?
Which means that I'm not going to have a court wedding, a court signing, and then let's get on with our lives. No. I would want to have my family and friends together in a setting. I would want to have a church, you know, a Presbyterian church, of course.
Got it.
Go get it done, and then probably have that beach kind of thing. I love the beach setting. If my Presbyterian church people are going to want us to do the service at the beach, I'd love that.
So you just kill.
Yes, to do all that. But I am not going to do the wedding of the century.
Trending.
What if you find that woman who wants the complete opposite of this simple thing you've just narrated? What would you do?
If I found that woman?
Yes. She wants the complete opposite. I want everything.
Big chandeliers.
Doves, 24 white doves. You know, let's go. There's a yacht. I want, you know, what would you do? And you are so in love with this girl.
Okay. She would have to have a look at my bank account for starters. If it's able to take that, and I'm fine with that, maybe I would. But I don't see that. I don't think I want to do a yacht.
That's what the girl wants.
I don't think.
So then that's a deal breaker?
You see, that is an expensive wedding.
If
but
she's
the girl,
that looks like
you did
an
say in the beginning that
wedding.
it's all about the girl.
But
it's her day. It's
that
what
looks,
she wants.
So if my bank account can take care of it, but I am at my present situation and my present life and my bank account. Let me check the account. Looking at the figures in there, it doesn't look like something I want to do. Maybe that is why I'm not. But I think it has to be realistic.
Do it, would you do it?
If I could, yes.
But
if I have that money, yeah, I would.
Too much attention though on you.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't. This lady wants to trend.
I don't want to.
My thing is, if she wants to finance it, if she wants to help with it, are you going to be okay with that?
Okay. So I have been stuck in my ways thinking that, look, that has to be my burden. I have to make sure that I put up a wedding I can afford. It shouldn't be the woman's burden. If she can help, I'd allow it. But I would make sure I'm able to
do more than half.
More than half, or at least do enough.
Yeah.
You get it. And that's why I will probably look for a woman who understands that we don't need to spend all that money on a wedding day. You don't know people, but you see, it's about personalities. I would rather a woman who says, okay, let's do a moderate wedding and give, let's say, to a party for some children in a home.
Oh, please, Lexus.
Or some other sort
with
the money.
I know.
No.
That's true. You know what?
Right.
Let's be
It's
honest.
2018.
Yeah.
Listen.
Let's spend. How about let's spend the moderate amounts of the money on the wedding and travel the world in 80 days with the rest of the money. Let's see the world.
I don't know.
This whole charity thing. Yeah, it
I'm saying
great,
that. I'm saying that. My life, okay, it's about people. I work in radio. What I do is for other people. Okay. Half the time we're doing things for children, doing things for less privileged people. If my wedding is going to take this much, I wouldn't.
You rather give the money back.
I would rather use it for. There's so many projects you and I are doing.
What if the woman says, look, the rest of the
I
money,
got
let's
it.
travel the world the next days?
No, traveling the world is a different thing because I'm a traveler. I love
Exactly.
traveling. So that's a
Yeah.
different thing.
Yeah.
That's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
But you're saying that we're spending money on yachts, going for a wedding.
I want
that's not me. And so that is why I wouldn't find a woman who wants to do all that.
I'm not saying I want it extra. I'm just
You
saying
look like you do.
No, not
You
at
look
all.
like you do.
Not at
You
all.
sound like you do,
Let me tell
actually.
you- No, I was speaking.
And that's the reason why we have a problem.
I was putting myself in that lady who is supposedly, let's just say, extreme case.
They have
So
their
is
men.
I'm hypothetically speaking. I'm not saying that's what I want.
Yeah.
But obviously, I would rather even not
Playing
have
the
the
devil's
attention on me.
advocate.
But I'm just trying to play the devil's advocate here to say, what
Okay.
if the lady says, I want this and I want that and I want the yacht and I want the everything, the 24 doves, whatever it is, and you love me and we're at the point where we need to do this.
If we can afford it. If we can't afford it.
And if she says my father can pay for all the things I want it, would you let her do it?
I won't.
My father can afford it. You said your pockets
But you are
can't.
in love, remember?
But you're in love. You just said your pockets can't. So then we won't do it. But my
Yeah.
father says,
Has
I
all
will
the
pay.
money out.
I got
Worry
this.
not.
Worry not.
Okay.
So you take care of what you can take
Now, the
care of.
implications of that, like we rightly said earlier, the extravagance, the attention, and all, it is not going to be, the marriage is not for the father. It is for you, the man, and the woman. So you would rather do something that both of you are comfortable with than.
Listen.
Hold on. And I am wary of marriages where parents have foot the bill of everything, parents have put everything
Actively
like
involved.
just
my
what they
father,
want.
He means well. My father means well.
That's what it looks like.
Since I was a child, I've
That is
always
what it
dreamt
looks
of
like.
Being a princess, walking out of a castle. You know, I'm
Eh,
not saying me,
yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
just
it
saying
can
the
be
girl,
controlling the
right?
But I'm saying that, you see, you have to realize your circumstances and do what is realistic. And it is the woman.
The
it-
woman can despise you for taking that away from her.
True.
Because
Also.
Okay.
it's been my childhood dream.
So-
the woman says, since I was
This is
7,
what I want.
I watched Annabella on TV, and I said, "Oh, I want to be like Bella. I
Okay.
want to sing and and I want the castle and I want the yacht, like everything else." That is my dream wedding. You're going to deny me of that dream wedding because you can't afford it, even though my father says
He can.
he
He
can't,
would foot it.
and he can foot it, or he foot
Okay.
the ones you cut, the parts of the bill you can't afford. Like, I mean, you can't tell me that your wife to be, you know, daddy's girl. She's dreamt about this day. She wants, like I said, horse and carriage, yacht, everything, right? $24. I mean, I'm just saying this because I saw it somewhere on Instagram, right? She wants all this, and because of your ego, you will not allow my father to pay for
You
it,
see-
even though he says, I want to help.
I didn't say I wouldn't
I want
allow
to give
the
my
man to pay
daughter,
for it.
daddy's girl, I want to give her
Only daughter.
my only daughter. I want to give her what she wants. That's her dream.
No, it is not the man's wedding. It is not the man's wedding.
It is my daughter's wedding.
Whatever it is.
And
Yes,
my
the
daughter
man
says she
can
wants
help.
these things, and
Okay.
you can't afford it.
No, relax. So yes, the man can come in, but you need to understand that you're doing things based on your setting, your space, your reasoning. So even though maybe I might not, that's why I said that. Look, you have to interact with the woman. You have to know each other. So you know that when you're dating or you're courting, you're heading there, you're heading to somewhere like that, and you can't. You'll be able to manage her expectations. You understand? I mean, which lady wouldn't want 24 doves? Everybody would. Everybody would want horse, carriage, pomp, and pageantry. But the reality might not be the thing. And remember that it is the wedding is just for a day, and it's done. If your father can help and put that together, that's fine. But at the end of the day, it is my family I am building.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to override what you and I agree.
Alexis, I mean, Amani.
You see, this is a man that has $1 billion sitting
Yes.
in his account.
Yes.
Money is the least of his worries.
Yes.
And he says, Joselyn is my only,
Only daughter.
only
Right.
child.
Only child, for that matter.
And what do you want? You want a horse and a carriage? You want birds or doves? You want the trumpet? You name it.
Done.
I got you.
Done.
So
So wait.
A few hundred thousand.
nobody
No,
has
if
a
you-
problem with, I'm not saying I have a problem with that, because like I said, it is the woman's day. But if it has to be me, I will look at my setting and my situation. If I can't afford it, I'll kill myself. If your daddy can help, that's why I even told you in the beginning that if the woman can help with the wedding, fine.
But you just
it
said
is
that
the
you will
man.
not, it's you and the woman's setting. You will not allow the man, the father to come in.
No, the father is helping, but it is not that I want to give my daughter a carriage. If your daughter wants that, fine. But it's not you coming to say that, yeah, well, it's my daughter, I want to give him give her a carriage or whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
If she wants it, that's fine, and you can help.
But you're saying that it's not in your budget, for instance, right?
Because I have not
exactly
thought
but
of buying a carriage and $24.
So again, an example. My friend got married. Okay, her mother gifted them a house as the wedding gift, and the husband refused to go and live in the house.
He's scared.
Because I will not let my mother-in-law get me a place to stay, X, Y, Z. It's an ego thing.
What's wrong with
It's
that?
an ego thing. Would you take that as a gift? You wouldn't.
I would take that and make sure I have my house, and I'll live in my house with my wife.
But at that time, you don't have your house.
And
that is
the house.
You are living in a rented apartment.
In a rented apartment, you're paying rent, and your mother-in-law says, "I have a house. I have houses. Take one."
Okay.
One of these.
Well, if you're asking about me, then I have my house. So that is why I have my house before I'm deciding to get married. Okay. But if I don't, I still feel that the man has to find his place. And I respect any man who says, look, I'll go and rent a house. Okay, give us the house. Maybe we'll sell it and then buy our own house.
Oh, how? Why would you do that? Wow. Sell the house your mother-in-law has given to you. So if down the line things get tough, and then your father-in-law says, I have some money for you, I want to help, would you allow him to?
Yes, I would.
Do you know?
It's a partnership. Because I don't want to put my partner through that stress.
The hardship.
Okay.
Yes. What's the point?
So the father says, I want to help you guys. I want to set you up, actually.
What I would not allow is undue pressure or influence from my parents or her parents. No, I'm not
once you have accepted these things, you owe something.
No.
That's what you will say. But ask the men who are in there.
So if your father-in-law
there are men who are still struggling
and says,
to get respect from their family.
No,
just because
Lexus.
That shouldn't be the only thing.
You hear all these things around. You understand? My ideal thing is you're a man. Work. Get your place. Because if you can't provide shelter for your wife,
but Lexus,
then don't marry her.
That
the reality on the ground is not everybody can provide those things.
You have all that now. Then 2 or 3 years down the line, things go pear-shaped. Like down south. And the man says, you
can accept help.
$50,000. Sort things out.
Yes. No, but what you are saying, you keep changing the scenarios.
No, I'm not taking a job from my father.
Why not?
Exactly. There you go.
That's too much control.
There you go.
What you can do, give me something that in the near future I can pay back.
Why wouldn't you take the job?
That's controlling.
The same reason why you wouldn't take the house. Because one day, if your mother-in-law comes to live with you and she's overstaying her welcome, what are you going to say?
If you have a cordial relationship with your mother-in-law,
she's not going to come and live with you and overstay her welcome.
Why you?
Oh, really? Well, she does, but she still wants to see her daughter often.
Why would you? It's the same thing as not taking the job.
If I have a cordial relationship with my parents-in-law, I don't have a problem with them being in my home.
So that's why when he gives you the job, you shouldn't have a problem with that.
No, I can't be working with my father-in-law, seeing him every day like, boss. Yes, sir, boss. Thank you, uncle.
You see,
no, I'm not doing that.
It is the same principle that we talk about when we talk about these gifts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You have to be a man on your own. You can accept help.
But it's a
job. You see, the principle...
it's a job.
Recommend another one for me, but not working.
You want the money, but you don't want the job.
Not working under you directly. No.
You want the money, but you don't want the job.
I don't want to work under you directly.
If your in-laws realize you are incapable of taking care of their daughter, they will lose respect for you.
True. No, it's a moment.
True.
You guys you're going through a moment.
You see, you keep shifting the scenarios. It was before you got married, now you're already married, moments and all of that. So the rule is that I believe, this is what I believe, if you want to get married, be a man. And one of the basic things is you should be able to provide shelter for your wife and be able to provide food for the home. You understand? If you can take care of these things, then you can get married. Any other thing is help. It is accepted. It is accepted if you want to help. But you don't let your
but so
in-laws take
it depends
over.
on the kind of help it is.
It depends on the kind of help it is.
Yeah, but that's like double standards, really. Because
It is
any
not
other
double
help
standards.
is help.
No, it is not.
Because giving you money
There's
is
an
help.
implication
But then obviously teaching you how to
everything.
fish as well is help.
Is help,
So
yeah.
giving you a job is help. So both scenarios are help.
For a job, I would accept a job.
You
You would?
Oh yes,
Wow.
it's business. It's his
Working
business.
directly under your father.
So what if your company employs your father-in-law? Let's say you are not working for him, and your company you are working with, he comes, buys shares. He's not the owner of the company.
But
What
you
are
don't
gonna
accept
say?
money.
You understand?
You don't accept help.
I
For a
won't
period,
accept help.
if
I
you're
would
going
accept
through-
everything. But I'm saying that things that infringe on your role as a man, you should stand against it.
Not everybody can afford a house, though, Alexis.
I know, but I'm saying that at the end of the day, when you take it, you've taken it. Yeah. You're working. What do you do with your money? What are you doing for your family?
You're providing.
If you don't have a place to live,
you're paying utilities.
if you don't have a wait,
now,
if you don't have
it
a
becomes
place
a problem
to live,
if the mother-in-law, after giving you the house, is now paying your utility bills and stuff like that.
That's wrong.
Do you understand? But I think there's nothing wrong with taking
Gifting
a gift
a home.
of a home,
Yeah.
or even a car to make commute to work and everywhere else easy. Because
yeah.
you've married my child, and I want to make sure that she is comfortable. And at that point in time, you're a young man who is trying. You are now starting life. I don't expect you to have everything.
Exactly.
So I can help you.
Yeah.
And there's nothing
I
wrong
have
with
it.
that.
Why not?
But yeah, do you understand what I'm saying? But if now I'm sitting there and the lights goes off, and I'm not paying, my husband is not paying the bill, that's where you lose the respect. Because then there's certain
True.
things you need to do
Yeah.
as a man, obviously. You know, but I mean, not everybody can afford a home once they start life.
no,
it takes
not everybody
time.
can.
Exactly.
My principle, I'm not saying don't take a gift, but if it's going to infringe on your role as a man, and many times we have so many documentary evidences of people who are being controlled by their in-laws because they live in their house. I mean, I know a couple who had an issue, same thing. They're living in the family house. It's the woman's family's house. They give it to them. Okay, you're married now. You can live here. They had an issue, da-da-da. Lady calls parents, come in. They come running insults at the man. You're not taking care of her. The girl, da-da-da, you're abusing her, whatever. Get out of our house. Our house.
Now, you see,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
There may be other factors that led to them coming in and saying, "Get
That's
out of our
exactly
house."
what I'm
Do you
saying.
understand what I'm saying? Like I'm
Joselyn.
saying, you're not paying the bills.
Yeah.
You're not, you're
Joselyn.
just
No,
a
But
lazy man.
sometimes
That's
just
the
because
same
they
thing I'm
own
saying.
it, they can just pop in at any time and say, listen, this is what my daughter is saying. I'm not happy with your actions or inactions.
Yeah.
Can you leave? So the ideal thing is, I would say, take it, but also make provisions for your own
For your
home.
own. You get it. And my
You
thing
know,
is, look,
make sure
fine,
that-
it might be tough, but before you get married, you should have a place to live. You don't have a place to live. You have to
Don't get
plan
married.
for where you and your wife would live.
yeah.
Even before, you're not just planning for the wedding, you're planning for marriage. So I know that before I get married, this is what we're going to, even if we're renting it for the next 5 years, I know that for the next 5 years, my wife and I would live here. And the plan is that in 5 years, we should be able to mortgage a house or buy a house or whatever it is that we can. You understand? But it's not like, okay, you're really that helpless. Okay, they've given you a home. So, hey, hooray, you go and live in there. You are taking it face value. Yeah, they've given you a place to live. But really, eventually, when things start bubbling, when life starts happening, that is when you realize. And I tell you what, you're saying that man's ego. Look, the most important thing to a man in life is his ego. And that is the most, every man will tell you, the most important thing to a man, it is not his house, his car, his whatever, it is his ego.
The moment it's bruised, that's it.
That's it.
And I'm speaking like a man. So my thing is,
But you're a man.
yes, you accept it. Yeah.
The last
You accept this, you accept these things and all, but you have to take into consideration what might happen. If you don't have control of what will happen in your home, you're going to have a problem. It is your marriage, it is your home, it is your wife. You have to be responsible enough for her. Take the gift and all, but be responsible.
Yeah.
Be the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you borrow money for the
From-
wedding if you didn't have money?
No.
To pay for the wedding?
No.
Alexis, would you?
No
Why
way.
won't?
Yeah, you borrow money.
I won't.
Never. You have to cut your coat
I
according to
won't.
your size. Seriously. I don't see why I should go to a financial institution or a friend and say, I need a facility just to go and marry a day's
That's the reason why a lot of
No way.
people are going through problems in marriage. if
And
we
people
could
are doing
all
it.
set ourselves up well.
People are doing it though.
People are
I
doing
mean,
it.
so let's say you've gotten the girl is pregnant, and you got to do what you got to do as a man. You have to man up. And at that moment, you're expecting some money, but it hasn't come, and you have to marry the girl before she starts showing. Well, you won't borrow money.
So that is why people have to be disciplined. Why did you put her in that way? If you know you can't finance
It's already
it.
happened.
It's already happened.
It was
It's
already happened.
You make it sound like it just happened. It was deliberate.
It's already happened.
Why did it happen?
So
Why did it
happen?
what do you
It
do
happens.
now?
Why
Let's
is
say
it
it
What do you
happens.
what do you
Yes,
do?
and
What do you do now?
Yeah.
What do you do now?
What do you? I think you
So
just
don't
have
wait
to
for it to
speak to
happen.
her. Let her understand that. Listen, if you can hold on, I am not going anywhere. I don't see why people should always dictate our lives to us or how we are supposed to live. No, speak to your partner. Let the partner understand that. Listen, ideally, this is what we are supposed to do. But also, I don't have it now, so please pipe down.
Why do
In
you
due
have
time, we'll do it.
Yeah. Why do you have to? Because she's pregnant, you have to get married immediately, just because you don't want it to show. There are many people who have given birth and still have their weddings.
Yeah.
So what is wrong with that? So you just have to be what? Ready. People box themselves into situations like that, and it's a burden on you. It's not a burden on anybody else.
Charlie?
Don't let anyone dictate
Let's toast
the
to the ideal
terms
wedding.
to-
How about that? Your ideal wedding. Make sure you invite me, Alexis.
24 of those.
Yes. No, your ideal wedding. And Amani invites me.
Definitely.
But if
will.
it's a destination wedding, please, I'm not paying for my tickets. You are paying.
Yeah, I really wish you're gonna be there for this one, but don't worry, I'll invite you.
For
Why
this
is it a
one.
destination wedding?
Yeah. Why?
Sounds like we would need a plane ticket.
If you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave a comment below and click the subscribe button for more exciting episodes. And I mean, what are you waiting for? Click it now.